In the small town of Beverly, Washington, the Beverly Bridge stands as a monument to the ingenuity of structural engineering. Constructed in 1909, this magnificent bridge extends 3,329 feet in length over the Columbia River. A project of the Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Paul Railroad, the bridge experienced triumphs, struggles, changes, and bankruptcies. Passenger service ended in 1961, and in March 1980, the last train traveled across the bridge. Because of its historic significance, the Beverly Bridge is listed in the National Register of Historic Places and the Washington Heritage Register. Following the end of rail service, the state of Washington purchased the former Milwaukee Road corridor, creating a cross-state trail stretching nearly 300 miles. Known today as the Palouse to Cascades State Park Trail, most of the former railroad corridor is managed by the Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission for the enjoyment of hikers, cyclists, equestrians, horse-drawn wagons, and heritage tourists.
We recently renamed the trail, and that says a lot about what we expect this bridge to deliver, and that is an opportunity to go through all of the landscapes of the state that starts over on the Idaho-Washington border, goes over the Cascades and ends up in North Bend.
Much of the trail has been developed as envisioned, with year-round active recreation use. But there are several missing links. The Columbia River crossing has always been an insurmountable gap, as the Beverly Bridge has never been open for trail use.
That trail, being 224 miles long, is an awesome trail for draft horse people. There's no place else that I know of that a guy can just hook his team up and go 200 plus miles, and it just takes you back to the old time. It's like living a dream, and that's why we get people from all over the United States to come and drive on that trail. But when we get to the Columbia River, the dream is rudely interrupted because there's no way to get across the Columbia River.
With the bridge closed, cyclists are required to make a 130-mile detour on surface roads to continue along the trail. For walkers or equestrians, detours are not an option.
We have to disassemble our wagons, load them up, travel the several miles around the bridge, unload, reassemble, rehitch, and continue our ride.
The question most asked as far as the development of the trail is concerned is from the people who ride from North Bend down the hill and realize that they're going to hit the river and can't go any further. So the question is, when are you going to fix that bridge?
For many, the answer to this question is fix the bridge now. This hope received a boost when Governor Inslee included $5.146 million in his proposed capital budget to rehabilitate the bridge for recreational use. The proposal includes an additional $429,000 in local funds, for a total project of $5.575 million. Opening the Beverly Bridge for non-motorized use would close the most significant gap in the Palouse to Cascades Trail. This would have an economic impact for towns seeking to boost heritage tourism associated with the trail.
We have a group of people that have formed the Friends of the Kittitas Depot, and we focus on the John Wayne Trail Riders when they come through, meeting and greeting them. And we're finding that each year the group gets larger and larger. If the bridge were open, would be another destination. Once that trail is opened, where people can get across the Columbia, you're going to see a lot more traffic, and these little towns are going to benefit immensely by the extra traffic and the tourism.
Funding would accommodate non-motorized use by pedestrians, cyclists, and equestrians while making important repairs to ensure the long-term preservation of the bridge.
We have been working since 2016 to make good on our commitment to present to the people of the state of Washington a cross-state trail that will give them all the recreational experiences they could possibly dream of, and that it can also be a trail that brings economic benefit to the communities along the way. Again, this gap at the bridge is the one thing that would have prevented us from delivering on that promise.
The Beverly Bridge can serve as a vital link across the Columbia, connecting the eastern and western segments of the trail. Reestablishing this link will enhance recreational opportunities and boost heritage tourism, at the same time saving a nationally significant historic bridge. The project also offers a key rural development opportunity for Kittitas County, as the bridge can carry distribution lines to provide power redundancy to underserved areas in the valley. Advocates statewide strongly support funding for the rehabilitation and reopening of the Beverly Bridge.
Deck that beautiful historic bridge, and all who use this trail in the future will thank you for generations to come.